Hey everyone, it's Zadira and I'm here on my single player on the island, and I have something very special I want to share with you. If you've watched a couple of our last live episodes, you'll see that we have been trying to work on this ruin that's on the island, that's over here in the very dangerous area. I'll show you on my map. It's right here. There's the snow. Right here is where this ruin is, and it is huge. It is such a huge ruin. I keep finding more of it over in the woods, over in the area that you can't see at first. But if you want to find it, it's pretty close to 3051 or 3050, and you'll see it. But this is really dangerous over in here. If you played the island at all, you know this is super dangerous. We've even had giga spawns over there, and lots of wolves and Uranus, and oh my gosh, lots of Therazinos. Anyway, it's super dangerous. What's so interesting too for me though, as I've built over here, I haven't hardly seen any danger. We had a couple of wolves come in that one time. But my main fear has been Argentavis. There's a lot of Argents up in the sky right in here. But other than that, it hasn't been that dangerous. I find that really interesting, and I don't know if that's because I'm on single player or what. But this is where it all began. I did 3 episodes working on this ruin. I guess let me give you a bird's eye view first. That way as we go, as we walk along, you'll be able to kind of see. So over the building over there, right in the center of the screen right now, that is the main workshop, kind of like a dormitory area. That's where all the planning gets done with all the people that are coming together, the tribes coming together to try to beat the bosses. Or if you had PvP, it's where the tribes get together to make their plans. And so we have this area, and then if I go further up, I'll show you. There's the snow area, and if you've played the island, you know over here is usually very dangerous. It's so weird not to see very many animals, but it could be my single player. I'm not sure. I know we're playing on Lost World ASA server, and man, we have such an overspawn of animals on that server. Oh my gosh, there's so many things. So this little area in between, there's like a little canyon where you have a big cliff here. You have another cliff over there. So this made a wonderful spot where you could put a base for your larger animals, like your Rexes or Uties. So you could fence this off like I did, and I'll kind of show you. See how high that is. And I kind of tested it. I kind of took Therizino. I mean, once those Therazinos get on you, aggro on you, they'll follow you for a long way. So I aggroed that one a couple of times and tried to get it to get me, and it got up to the edge of the fence, and then it just kind of stopped. So I was worried about it not being tall enough, but the Uties didn't get past it. Now Rex could walk over it. I'm not sure though. The fact that it's a fence, they might stop there. I'm not sure. But anyway, I use the fence railings, stone railings, to save on resources. And then down here I did more walls, and then over here more railings, just to save on resources. It seems to be working pretty good. For the Argents, for defense, I used the Plant X plants, and I went to the swamp and got some seeds, and I have them like scattered over throughout the base, because the Argents were the only thing that I was fearful of. Right now all I have is Smokey. You see him right in the middle of the screen down there in the shade. He's been doing really good, and I used him mainly. Now that looks like a Trudon down there, or ooh, what is that? I think that is a Trudon. That's interesting. That's the first one of those I've seen. So Smokey will make fast work of him. I'm not worried about that. But I used him mainly. I had all this brush, all these trees, all gone, because I couldn't even see where the fence line was. So I used the bear. Bears are really good for clearing property off. So anyway, let's actually get down and get to the nitty gritty of it and show you. I want to show how I ended up you can see in the 3 live videos, live streams, how I built how I did the structure parts of it, but I wanted to show you the decorating parts. I get lag when I go in these doors. I'm not sure about that. That might be also something to do with server. I mean, with private single player. So this is, like I said, this is the big meeting room. This is the big place where everybody can get together and decide on their plans of what they're going to do for going into boss battles. We have lots of storage. We have our chemistry bench here. We have the grinder and the fabricator. Everything we need to get ready for what we're going to do together as a group. And so we're using Circa's RP decor. We're using Circa's, let's see. I have to turn my backspace on for just a minute and see. This is called the Smithy, but it's Circa's decor station. So, wow, that's not the exact name, is it? Let's see. I'll tell you what. I'll just have the links. So we're using that, also that mod, and then we're also using his garden deco mod. So there's 3 mods from Circa that are available if you go and look at the mods that are available for Survival Ascended. And all of these different things that you see that's not normal Ark, that's what that's from. I also used the Dwarven Builders mod for the decorating, like for the door, for the building, for like doors, the door right there, and then the windows. Those are the Dwarven Builders mod. I thought those windows were just amazing. Now, with the Dwarven Builders mod, you have to use normal Ark metal structures, and then they're reskinned, and you just reskin them, and you press your R when you have the structure open, and it will change to the Dwarven models. Now this building is very special. I think this is so cool, and you probably wouldn't even see it if you weren't really paying attention, but it has a secret access point out here, so if your animals start getting attacked down below, you can run out here. Just ignore the floating rocks, because I'm just so tired of them, and I just ignore them. So they're all over the place. But anyway, you can run down here and see here's Smokey, and that's, oh, it looks like he did move. He moved. He must have attacked that Trudon. So so you can actually secretly access all of this area down here where you have all your dinos just by going through that secret tunnel. Isn't that? I just think that's so amazing. I wish I knew who designed this, because they did an extra good job. So then you come back up here, and like I say, you can gather your groups together. Everybody can come in and have their meeting and figure out what they're doing. And then you go up the stairs, and up here is the dormitory. So if you have a bunch of tribe members that don't have a home yet, you can actually have them stay with you in your home in part of your tribe. And they don't even have to make other bases. Then they can be right here, and everybody can get all their things together and go out and get the enemy together. So here's the bathroom. You need a bathroom if you have a dormitory, right? And I figured out, I was talking to Darklink and one of our members, and we were talking about we didn't have any way to do sinks. And so I figured this out. This is so cool. This is using this, put my backspace back on for a minute. It's using this bucket. It calls it a bucket, but it's a little flat pan. And then I'm using this cabinet, and I thought that made just the perfect little, it looks like a little sink to use. So actually what I could have done was, I just thought of it as there's a little vase, a pitcher that would go perfectly. I could put the pitcher beside it, and it would look just like a water basin. And so this is the tub. These are all like I said, these are all parts of the deco mod. And we just kind of decorated with bits of pieces of here and there. These are the normal Ark toilets. We use those. And so just little decorations. There's so much I still could do. I'm not kidding. I came in yesterday, spent 3 hours decorating this ruin. And I tell you, there's still tons of ruin that could be worked on. It is amazing. It would take months and months and months to finish the whole thing. This is the dormitory room. So we have a table so people can sit and write in their journals or whatever. Another table, they might want to bring their food up here to eat. And then we have all these areas right here. We have a map. on the wall for decoration, just all kinds of things. I'm sure you guys, probably in your mind, you're thinking, oh, I could do that and I could do that. So I'm sure you're coming up with super good ideas of how to do it. Then down here's some more. This is where we keep the generator and more. There is more storage right here. We have our mortars and pestles so people can be working up here, and more storage. I had these lights. I was going to make it all very primitive for dwarves and have more of a dwarven build, but I just cannot see in these buildings. They're so dark inside once you put the roofs on. So I have to go with generators and go with electricity, and these lights are the best for making it easy for me to see. And so now we have this area with all this storage so people can keep their stuff in here, and lots of windows that I didn't want to fill in. I wanted to just leave them open so that people could be able to look out and watch and scan for, if you're PvP, you'd really want to be able to know what's going on, right? So this is the big workroom, dormitory room. This is the workbench where you get most of the decor for Circa's decor. And let's go out. See, there's a little bit of lag every time I open any doors. I'm not sure. So out here, I didn't have any forges out in the inside. I wanted everything outside. And this is one of the decor forges. And then we have a decor smithy. I love this. It's so cool looking, isn't it? And then this is the, what is this, the cooking pot? Oh, dehydrator. That's like the preserving bin. And that looks much more like what you would think. I think that's so cool. So y'all check out Circa's mods. He's really working hard. He has his own Discord and people can give suggestions. Then this is part of it too. It's like a mortar and pestle. Isn't that amazing? That's just so cool. So we go back over here, and this is, you might be thinking, well, there's no kitchen for all your troops to eat, but here is where, this is the kitchen area. And then we have a kitchen set up over here. We have plates and stew and all kinds of yummy things. I don't know exactly what is in that but basket. I've tried to figure it out, but I can't figure it out. But then there's a basket of apples, and you have your bread. We have our grills going over here, and then you have all your tables. And there's that little pitcher. If I'd have thought, I could put that one of those little pitchers next to the basin. And so then over here is where you get your apple cider. And all set. And I put one of those little basins underneath to catch the drips. I didn't want it dripping on that table. And so anyway, so this is another part of the ruin. I'll go out here and I'll show you. I actually added on over here. This over here is the fence area to keep animals. This is probably the main place where this is where the wolves came up. And so we're out here on this part, and if you go straight that way, you're going toward the snow. And so in order to keep Smokey safe at the beginning, we were just working on this part. So I built this fence and this gate, and all of this is safe inside there. And then I figured out I needed some kind of a place for them to eat their food and have their lunch and dinner. So this was really torn down. Let's see if you can see more. Yeah, see here. It was really torn down. And there wasn't a lot to this ruin here. So I added this room and made it kind of warm and cozy for the guys or girls, gals, everybody to come eat and have their nice lunches and dinners and breakfasts so that they can be ready to fight. There's lots of enemy in this world. But I thought that turned out really good, how I ended up fixing up this ruin. And so there wasn't a lot to it, so it was actually easier than if you watch the first episode of doing the ruins. I mean to tell you, doing that roof on there, that took several people in live stream helping me out trying to figure out how to fix that that roof right there. But it was fun. We figured it all out. So if you go here, you can see this is where we're headed, down this way. And really, there's no need for protection. I don't think anything can get up right here. If stuff kind of managed to get over in this area, it's kind of like, I haven't seen anything over here. Of course, just as soon as I say that, ignore the rocks. And here's one of the explorer notes. There's 2 explorer notes here, so you might want to write down the chords for this. This Explorer note is 31.8, 50.7, but you'll find it if you do the 3050 or 3051. So we came out of that building and we're coming over here. You see the Explorer note. I didn't want to do much of anything over here because I don't want to impede anyone to be able to come and get the Explorer note, right? So then here's another plant that will help, and then you can also go down this way. If you go down this way and back around under, that takes you down. If you go back down underneath in there, that takes you down in the field where Smokey is. And that you can also access as you come down the secret tunnel and then come up the field. You can come around and come up here, and that gives you access to this part. So it's really, man, it'd be an amazing place for PvP, wouldn't it? I would think, because mainly, for one thing, people wouldn't be able to destroy these ruins. They can destroy your stuff, but these ruins would keep you pretty safe, wouldn't it? And then we have this little bridge area here, and I was going to try to think of doing other things along here, but I couldn't really picture what I would want to do. I did put the torches up to give it a little bit of light as you come through when it's really dark. I thought this was so cool. And then you can go down here, and this is where we have the hole in the wall. Arocalypse, he's one of our members. He said it's a skylight. it's not a bug. It's a thing, you know. It's a skylight down, and so I just left it. But you could go ahead and even make another room here easily. You could fill these walls in and make a roof over, and see, it has mostly a roof. So it would be pretty easy to fill this in and even have another room right here. But we went ahead and went down, and I filled in this area, this ruin down here. And this is the officers' quarters. This is where the main head general or captain or leader of the tribe or whatever they're called, this is where their house is. There's another generator there behind that wall. And so this is some of the gardening things. I use some of these azalea bushes to kind of just make it look a little nicer. And then you come in, let's shut that door. See, that lag, I don't know. That's new for me. I just started noticing that like a week ago. But these were two small little areas that were kind of torn down. The ruins were kind of torn down. And they were like little, I don't know what you'd call them, just small rooms, individual little rooms. And so I thought, well, we'll just make a house out of this area. And again, used a lot of the circa things. And I'm using Randy's globe, Randy's RP decor, and used a couple of her things. I think we used the bed and something else. Oh, that light up there on the wall. I used that. I wanted to try that out. And I like her mods. She's the one who does Randy's Christmas, and I'm really crossing my fingers that she's going to do Christmas for Ascended. I hope. Oh my gosh, I used her mods so much during Christmas time. I just love her mods. But we have a little chest over here with the fire going. We have a place to sit and a nice sofa to sit on. I mean, it's such a nice, warm, cozy place for somebody to be able to stay in and be able to have a house to themselves and maybe have their own things stored here. Here's the little kitchen area. We have a little table with stuff on it and their meal. There's a nice fork plate. Oh, their stove. That's Randy's stove. That's why I like her mod. I like using her stove. I just think that is so cute. And then here's the cooking pot, and that's the decor cooking pot, and it acts just like a regular cooking pot, but you don't have to have water. It's irrigated. So as long as you have the area irrigated, you don't have to put your water skins in like a regular cooking pot. And then the little ice box here with the broom and the mop bucket. And that's what he needs. He needs to make a mop, doesn't he? We have a broom, but we don't have a mop. And then a little chest over here with storage in it with a stool so that you can sit while you're watching your food cook and so it won't get burned. And again, we're using the dwarven windows. I put one on top of the other here, and I thought that looked so nice. You're able to look out on your back patio. you come down the hall, and there's probably lots of other things I could do here too. In fact, I just thought I should have put a rug there. That's got to hurt on your feet when you walk on those stones. See, these rugs, I love them. They're so amazing. That just adds so much warmth to your room. And these flags are in that deco also. And then we have the bedroom, and this, oh, I forgot to paint the bed. I like using Randy's mod because you can paint her beds. I'm hoping that Circa will do that too eventually on his. Right now you can't paint his beds, but you can paint Randy's. And it's just an old-timey, doesn't it look awesome? It's just an old-timey log cabin bed. Perfect. And then all the candles, they're being worked on. They don't seem to work very good right now, but I think probably they will be fixed here real soon. Here's a desk where the leader can sit and come in and figure out all his strategy, and maybe sit and read, figure out reports and things. With storage, we have storage. There's a little window up there. Again, that is the Dwarven Builders mod roof and the walls. That's how that looks. That looks totally different. For building these ruins, I feel like if I can find the right color, I've looked at several colors. Mud just doesn't work. It was suggested to use mud. I tried, I don't know, just different colors. And the problem is the ruins have so many colors in them. You can see yellows and oranges and greens and grays. And so any color you use, it just looks really bad. So I haven't found a good color yet. If anybody knows of a good color to use so that the stone will blend in more, I think that would make such a difference. It's like, it really sticks out like a sore thumb, but maybe if somebody can figure out, it needs to be a light color. I tried the mud and it's a super dark brown. It used to be not quite so dark, but it is really a dark brown. And I don't know, I've just tried different colors, and the problem too is you have different lighting on different parts. So you might have one color that might work, and then you go into a different room and it doesn't look anything like it's supposed to. So anyway, I don't think it matters that much. But the Dwarven Builders mod is very cool, but they look more like Haydot blocks instead of stone. The stone walls look like cut stone, or I don't know, chiseled stone really. These look like absolute cut stone. So the regular stone looks actually better, I think, with the ruins, when you're building the ruins. And we have a bookshelf here full of books and different items, and then out here you have your little patio area where you can come out and grill with your friends, and a little place to sit. Oh, that candle's burning. Now, isn't that interesting? I wonder if it's because it's in that basket. I put it in the basket, but that's the only one that's burning. That's really interesting. And then you have your fish drying here in case somebody wants to have some fish. And there's a really cool pot out here. And again, one of the little work tables for the decor, because it makes a nice decorative item just by itself. But that's how you get into the decorating items. And then we have, again, the Dwarven windows. So what you do to use these windows, you use the double door frames, and then the windows fit in those. So that's what those door frames are. Those are the double doors. So then this is the little house that we built. So you can actually, you can do so much. There's another one of these little rooms over here. See, it's like you could have another little room right here. And you could completely fix this up and have it be able to have part of the house. But I don't like these floating rocks. Oh my gosh, it just drives you crazy, doesn't it? So you can go down here and go up, and that will show you, let's see, here we go, the house and the workshop area and the cafeteria area. So this is what we've done so far in this. It took 3 episodes of live streaming to build it, and now this is the video showing the decoration. So let me know what you think, and let me know if you have any. Oh, look, there's some danger. See? Isn't that interesting? What is that, a Yeti? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's a Yeti. Yeah, so he's getting, now that's as close as I've seen of danger coming, but I knew they were over here, but I just see if those, if whatever they're chasing runs over here, then we might be in trouble. That little oviraptor's just acting like nothing's happening. But yeah, it is dangerous right here, but I think we're safe. I really do. I don't think there's going to be anything. I don't think they'll come up here. Usually an arc, things, oh, look at that. I lied. And oh, they're seeing me. Here I am. I was thinking I was invisible, but I'm not. They're seeing me, so I'm adding danger to my house. I better get down out of here. Let me get out, get away from there, because if they see me, they'll come and, oh my gosh. But anyway, I want to end the little video right here. I do appreciate each and every one of you very, very much for watching. Be sure and like and subscribe. And if you really like it, then share with your friends and maybe get some ideas from your friends too, and how you can help decorate these ruins. I don't know, there's a lot of ruins on the island. I'm not sure how many more I'm going to do. I feel like I want to do all of them. What do y'all think? But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.